Yeah, it should say live. All right, I'm back on here. Yeah, cause y'all on the phone. Can you hear music or no? Can you hear music or no? I just turned it up. Okay. Ooh, my bad, my bad. I just turned it down. All right, all right. Okay. Y'all. Okay. All right, cool. We back in here, man. I don't never go live, so it's good to be live. It's good to be live. Giovanni, thank you for coming back, man. How you doing? How you doing, bro? Let's see who we all got up in here. Hey, if you guys are in this chat right now, leave a comment. Let me know who's here because I can't see who's all in here. It's not showing me. Over 50 and fantabulous. I love that name. What's going on, sis? I'll turn this music off. Does that music sound too loud? Because I can turn it off. Let me know, guys. What up, Kwame? I'm over here vibing to this Mac Airs. Let me know if it sounds too loud. Because like I said, I'll pause it. Okay, cool. All right, well, music is just fine. Cool, cool. Oh, he said he don't hear anything. So, all right, well, I guess it's kind of distracting me. I'll pause it. So, what's up, folks? How y'all doing? As you know, I'm Christopher Manyweather. This is DeadStock Barbershop, and I really don't go live that often, but it's probably been almost a year since I went live. It was around this time last year, and what I was doing was VLOGMAS. So for some of you guys, you may be familiar with VLOGMAS. If you're not familiar with it, I did it last year, and what VLOGMAS is, what up, Big J? What VLOGMAS is a challenge that YouTubers take on to create content daily. So every single day for the month of December, some people do the entire month. Some people do up until Christmas, where you're going to go live or you're going to post some kind of content. So it might be a vlog, it might be a tutorial, whatever it may be, you're going to post content every single day. And so I took on the challenge last year. I completed it. And I can say that we had some really good success from the channel because with that going on, what it did for me is it's a muscle. Like doing YouTube is a muscle for me. And so the more you exercise it, the more you are making content, the easier it is to be able to do it. And you kind of build up a schedule or a routine around it. So what I want to make sure is that going into this year or going into next year, I want to do more live videos. So I think the majority of my videos will be live videos for my Vlogmas, but of course you'll still have a bunch of tutorials, product reviews, or whatever kind of content you guys would like to see. I don't mind if you guys have any questions about anything. As I say in my videos, like make sure, look at this shirt. See that old school dare? But yeah, just make sure what you guys do is leave a comment and say, hey, can you make a video on this? Can you make a video on that? I think someone asked me about a like how do I zero gap my trimmers? And so if that's something that you guys are interested in, just leave a comment because I'll be notified and I'll make sure that I actually do it. Hey, what up, B? Bro, don't say you don't like this shirt. I know you was just a little young pup, you know what I'm saying, when we was rocking these shirts back in the day, man. But yeah, so I want to make sure that I'm doing this content and kind of exercising that muscle so it becomes easier whenever it's time to post videos or make some sort of content that I could just jump out there, record, because I'm on an entirely new system. Like you guys can't really see it, but let's see, move this. So I built this PC right here. Yeah, I built this PC, and because of it, I'm no longer on Apple software. So my editing has slowed down because I'm on an entirely new software. So I want to make sure that through doing this for being doing this for a month or 25 days will definitely allow me to get better and faster at editing. So I'll be on here dropping content. We got a lot that's going to be going on during this month. I think we are at like 29.175K in our subscribers. So thank you guys who have joined and have been supportive of the channel. I know a lot of you guys have been around since day one, and some of you guys aren't watching right now, but you will watch this restream later. But I just want to say thank you, because all I have is the knowledge and the content, but if you guys don't consume it, then what good is it? Nobody's going to learn. No one's going to apply anything when it comes to consuming my content. And so you guys can actually apply this stuff. This is something that I didn't have during barber school. There were barbers out there, Victor Barber, Chuka the Barber. Like, these guys were on YouTube, but it wasn't like we see Get Beam is in here. Like, those guys, Get Beam, they changed the game. Him, Bazios, Jeezy, they changed the game because they brought the voiceovers and the music and the vibe, and just kind of built up barbering to be like larger than life. It's bigger than what it's ever been, and it's thanks to these kind of guys. And so I just wanted to add in my 2 cents and just be able to share what I know. What's going on, Los? How you doing? Who remembers the Asian guy haircutting tutorial? Man, the Asian haircut tutorial was fire. I gotta get another one in here, man. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about mine. You are talking about Beam. What's the dude's name? He looked like Bazio a little bit. Caking is Randy. Caking is Randy used to be one of the top like YouTubers, and he actually did like voice tutorials. So he was in that transition from just watching people cut and with music in the background versus someone having music and they're doing tutorials and breaking this stuff down so we can learn. So I took what I saw from them, but I didn't really have the tutorial part to go with it because you couldn't hear the words. It was just all audio. And I took that and I went to my barber school and I was like asking questions. I'm watching these guys and I use that as like an a live action tutorial, because now I can watch these guys and I can ask questions. So when it comes to my channel, what I wanted to provide you guys with was an opportunity to hear a tutorial and be able to get it in so much detail to where I want my videos to kind of be like the barber book. So when you look at the book, it's going to be so much information, and that's how I want my channel to be. So that's why I have things like the DeadStock shock drops, where it might be some information that you may not have known. All the time, I don't always know what I'm going to put in the videos, but I start thinking like, what's something that I've learned that people wouldn't know? Or sometimes I'll just look up fun facts about hair cutting and hair, and I'll be like, okay, like out of this list, that'd be a dope thing to share with my viewers. So yeah, you guys, that's what my channel is about. We're gonna do Vlogmas. 30K is on the way, and I don't do many giveaways. I think I've done one, but I will do a 30K giveaway. I bought a bunch of stuff over Black Friday. Like, there was a bunch of great deals. I should have made videos on that kind of stuff, but there was some really good deals for barbers going on, whether it was like the GMB Pro. I bought a few bags. I'm gonna give at least 2 of them away. I might keep one for myself. I don't even travel and cut hair, but the bags are so clean. But yeah, I'm gonna be giving a couple of those away. I went over to Illusion and I ordered like a couple adult capes, a kid cape. I think I bought like a special towel or something, like a razor shaving towel. Yeah, what's going on, Quilted? It's Vlogmas 2020. going into 2022. I can't believe how fast this year went by. And so I got a bunch of stuff. Sometimes you guys can see in my background, I'll have like shoes up. So you guys know, I explained it in a video before. The channel is DeadStock Barbershop because I kind of merged my love for sneakers. DeadStock is a term for like unworn, brand new in a box sneakers. So that would be something like this. So I think I'm gonna do some giveaways, you know, like, cause I have all these shoes that's just sitting in my room. And so I think a part of my 30K giveaway, I'm probably gonna give away a pair of shoes. Let's see. I'm thinking about it. I might do a raffle, like $5 tickets on some shoes as well. So you guys have a opportunity to get somebody, you know, something for Christmas, a loved one. You know, the shoes are a bunch of different sizes. I got women's sizes. I got no kid sizes, but anything down from a 7 up to size 11.5, and women's and men's. So yeah, you guys are gonna have an opportunity to win some stuff and just kind of give back, because you guys, even though I devote my time into editing these videos and color correcting and color grading and pop-ups and overlays, like it's all in vain if you guys don't watch it, if you guys don't let me know how you like it. Carlos said he'll take all the size 11. Yeah, so yeah, I got some size 11s. I got, like, let's see what I got. I'll just show y'all what I got. We got time. So those ones that I just showed you, I got like 4 pair of those. I got these ones right here. They're okay. I liked them at the time. They're okay. Yeah, you guys, some of these will be given away. Some might be a raffle. So they're all brand new DeadStock shoes. And let's see, I'll open one more box. They've never been worn. These are size 10. So yeah, you guys you're gonna have some opportunities to win this stuff. And a lot of it, like I said, will be given away. I bought this stuff back in July, and I never sold it. So yeah. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. So you guys will see me here every single day. It won't be this late, but I had like a crazy busy day. Shut up, B. Oh man, yeah. Size, man. I got all the sizes you need, man. So yeah, we got another pair of ones over here, but I'll show y'all what I got. Mommy, I don't have a size 13 for you. Yeah, no 13, but I got some for the ladies. I love these. These are so clean. Two-tone. I got a bunch of dunks, but I think I'm about to sell that stuff online. Bunch of like the pandas, cobalts. But like I said, I love sneakers, man. I've been a sneakerhead since I was like a little kid. I couldn't afford nothing. My mom has 7 kids, so we didn't have. Yeah, these are 8s. Yeah, my mom wasn't buying us kicks and all that stuff, man, all the time. So I had like an East Bay magazine, and I would rip out the like whatever shoes I really liked, and I stick them into my little wallet. The dunks is going crazy right now. I got like 4 pair of these black and white dunks. So yeah, I've always loved sneakers, but now I got a lot. I got some at the shop that are like, I don't know if you guys see my shop. I'll go through and do a walkthrough, because I know a lot of you guys, when I when I did Vlogmas this time last year, I had around 5,000 subscribers. Yeah, I think I had just hit 5,000 or something like that. And so here we are at 24,000 more than what we had last year. And I just thank you guys for just consuming the content. let's see. What y'all talking about? Let them flex. Yeah, bro. Oh man, he don't have clown shoes. I definitely don't got no clown shoes. Let's see. What size are the pandas, bro? I got in men. I got 2 size 7s. Two size 7s, a 8 and a 8.5 or a 9, I think it was. But yeah, man, y'all gonna have some opportunities to win this stuff, guys. So make sure that what's up, Falcon? Make sure that you guys are watching the videos because, like I said, with those dead stock shock drops, just little random information, it might fly over your head, it might go in one ear, in one ear and out the other. But what I'm going to do is make sure that you guys, hold on, turn down the other monitor. You have an echo. Okay. Do I still have an echo? Can y'all hear me? Falcon, do I have an echo? Nobody said I had an echo until you got in here, so it might be Falcon. Yeah, get him on out of here, Carlos. Okay. So Big J said, let's get one of those videos back to the basics, setups and sanitation. What do you mean when you say setups? Are you talking about like, how does my station look? Because I can definitely do that. I've already been thinking about a sanitation video because I go around to some shops sometimes and I see that that is not a big part of barbering anymore. It's like the guy only got one brush and one comb and he done did 15 haircuts today. And I'm like, yeah, so where your combs and brushes are, man? I got this right here. I'll be going in. Like, no, bro, you got it's not even that expensive, guys. Amazon, I bought like 40 brushes, those the cuticle brushes. You can get the colorful ones or the black ones. If you go to Andis, they're gonna charge you $2 to $3 for those brushes. You go on Amazon, you can get some non-name brand. Don't The trick is don't look for barbering stuff. Look for like cuticle brushes and you'll see the same exact thing. It's just 40 for 12 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so make sure that you guys are sanitizing. I think I'll do that video. I like that idea, Big J. Thank you for that. Because we got to get back to the basics. Like, I used to work with Falcon, filthiest barber I ever seen. Nah, I'm joking. I did used to work with Falcon though. That's my guy. So y'all can't get on his head too much. Carlos, let him live, bro. That's my boy, man. He be on the we be on Call of Duty together and stuff. If y'all got a PC, let me know. I do game. So if I'm not putting out a video, it's because I'm on the game too much, just so y'all know. Should neck dusters be illegal? I'll say this. Since COVID happened, I put my neck duster away 100%. But what I can say is that I do have a air compressor in there. So, and I just bought a replacement one with a 4-gallon tank. The brand is California Tools. It ran me about maybe close to 300 bucks. But yeah, with that, I'll lightly squeeze it. You turn the pressure down a little bit and you can just, blow the hair off people's face, turn it down low, lightly squeeze, blow it off their ears. And then you're making sure that you're not cross contaminating and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing that I have implemented during this whole COVID pandemic. Carlos, yes, I'm playing Vanguard. I got Vanguard. I hated that game at first. I didn't play it for like 2 weeks. I tried it. I didn't play it for 2 weeks. And then I picked it back up. And I actually kind of like it. The movement is good. You can do all kind of stuff on there, man. So does anybody have any other questions? It's getting kind of late. I don't want to hold y'all too late. Vanguard is calling me as Carlos seen. Oh man. So yeah, this is Vlogmas. I will be also showing you guys, like, my room is kind of a mess. I just bought a bunch of backdrops, so I'm gonna have like a whole setup. So you guys won't really be seeing this anymore if I do any talking head videos. or when I'm facing the other way. Sometimes I might do a video where you guys can see my computer setup, but I got a whole like um studio backdrop where it goes up on the wall, and so I'll just pull the things down and drop down the black color if I want to have a black background, or drop down the white or the green or the orange. So that's what I got on the floor over here. These big old backdrops, big backdrops that I gotta install. So let's see what y'all talking about. Do I play search? No, I don't play search, bro. I've never been a search guy. I don't even like doing Verdansk on Warzone because the map is too big. Like, it's too big. I don't want to search for people. I just want, give me Rebirth, and we're gonna go and we're gonna run around and kill people, die real fast, come right back. All right, do you believe in hair growth products? And is there a chance that hair can really grow back, as far as like getting a lining back? The answer to that question, Vaughn, is yes and no. No, because the majority of the products that you're going to see out there that claim to regrow hair, it's just not going to be the truth. The thing about hair loss is we've been going through the series of thinning hair. So the thing about hair loss is there's so many different reasons why a person can lose their hair, whether it is hereditary, so it's their genetics. It can be their diet, like you don't eat well, you eat a lot of bad foods. It can be your health, you sick. It can be certain medications. It can be a blockage in the pores. So I think a lot of the products that you'll see out there that will help to regrow hair, it's usually geared towards unclogging pores. And so if that's your issue, if that's the reason why you can't regrow hair, then once you start using those products, you'll start to see some progress. But if it's just genetics and you've been thinning since you were 19 years old, you using that shampoo or that beard oil or that oil in your hair, like, it's not going to help you. So that's why I say yes and no. One thing that I've been seeing a lot of is videos right here on YouTube where these guys are going over to Turkey, and man, they get the surgery where they're pulling the hair out at the back and then they insert it into the front. And these guys are really regrowing their hair. Like the old way, they used to just like cut like a smiley face in the back of your head and take that graft off and then take the hairs out and put it in the front. But this thing that I seen here, someone sent me on Instagram. It was crazy. They're like taking each individual hair out, they putting it in some kind of thing, and they're cultivating it. And I don't know what they doing to it, but once they stick it in this thing and they shoot it like in a syringe, and man, them guys, they hair coming back. The only problem was I didn't see a lot of black people. I don't know if you black or not, but I didn't see a lot of black people getting that process done. But I did come across one guy, and he had some really good results. So that's some real stuff right there, to where the products might do nothing for you, but something surgical might work, because it's not even a guarantee that it'll work for you. So you don't want to be, I don't know, 13 bands in a hole just to find out that it don't work and all you got is a smiley face scar in the back of your head. You trying to get S&P tattooed over or something. Falcon says Apex, bro. No, I'm not playing Apex. I'll be on this week. Bro, I'm not playing with you, bro. That's cap. Name all the cards. Oh, yeah, I can't. Bro, it's so many cards. I've been on Call of Duty since World at War. Laura, can we get a female in your chair at some point? I love short. All I do is what comes in. So if a woman doesn't come in, then I can't cut a woman's hair. These are all my actual clients or first time clients. I did get a lady in, but the haircut she got was so basic. Actually, you probably would have liked it, Laura, because I know your hair is pretty short. So, but she just took it all low, like very low, and had me throw a part in it, and that was so simple. But it could have been content. You're right. You know anywhere I can get a used chair since I be cutting outside? I'm Hope. Let me know. Where do you live? Where do you live? I probably can help you. Falcon says stress. What do you think about picky, annoying clients? Picky, annoying clients. So this is my thing. I kind of built a career on being the guy who satisfies the picky client, and I didn't mind it when I would see guys like struggling with somebody's hair, and I really can hear a lot of the time. What I noticed was it was the barber wasn't really hearing what the person was saying. So first and foremost, you got to start with your consultation. So in your consultation, you have to make sure that you are, I'll say this for my appointments. I've said it in my videos before. So I do an hour appointment for every first time visitor, no matter what they're getting. So if you just wanted a beard trim or whatever, like whatever they book, it's an hour long. All first time customers must pick that service. It's $60 flat, right? And so for that time, what I'm doing is the first at least 10 minutes of that time is going to be the most thorough consultation where I'm asking questions such as, how long has it been since your last haircut? Because that's going to let me know if they want the same thing and they tell me they got an afro and they're like, put a number 2 guard on there. And I ask you, well, when's the last time you got a haircut? And you're like, 2 weeks ago. I'm going to say, well, you probably don't want a number 2 if you're trying to get the same thing, because that's going to cut your fro off, you know, whatever the issue is. So you want to ask, like, how long has it been since your last haircut? What did you like about your last haircut? What didn't you like about your last haircut? Because what you're trying to do is set up a scenario to where, oh, they like this and I don't want to do what they don't like, because I'm big on client retention. So I don't want to just cut somebody's hair once. I want you to come back every 2 weeks, every week, every 3 weeks, every month. So you want to make sure that you are asking these questions. So I noticed a lot of times that the miscommunication happened because a person really doesn't know what they want. A customer will say, well, give me a taper fade. And you like, okay, you want a light or bald? You want high or low? And that's all you ask. But in their mind, once you get done doing that taper, bam, you hit here, you hit the back, right? And they get the mirror and they were like, oh man, I wanted it all the way around. You're like, bro, that's not a taper. You know what I'm saying? So like that kind of stuff, it's a miscommunication. So when I hear certain words like taper, I'm going to ask them, because everybody is not from where you're from. Everybody's not in your city. You got a lot of new people coming in and out. People where barbers said one thing over here, they said another thing over here. So you want to make sure that in your consultation, you're deciphering exactly what they want, right? And so with a picky customer, just listen to what they're saying. The problem comes in when that picky client becomes the annoying client, because now you're saying too much. Because once I got it down pat and you've told me you liked it, we're going to do the same thing every time. So I remember, and I got Jason Barber, and educator, is in here. He said, Jason, I worked at his shop for like 6.5 years. And I remember he had this guy come in one time. Dude was so picky, and he's like, he just had to say something. He couldn't be satisfied with the haircut. So he's like, yeah, last time the haircut was good, but could you just, hey, start on this side, because this is my rough side. So I want you to start over here. Like, tell me what you want and I'll do it how I want to do it. Because if I want to, I can start with an edge up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's too much. What up, Nate? What up, Jason? Yeah, so that's too much. And so for me, I have no issue with what we call firing a customer. I will fire a customer that is doing way too much, because I love what I do. So when I get to work, it's peaceful. It's a peaceful place for me. Like, I'm very energetic. I love being in the shop or in my suite now. And if I gotta worry about you, if I gotta say, man, I got John coming at 3, I know this dude is gonna be, I don't want to cut your hair. Like, when you get me to that point, I really don't want to cut your hair. And it's gonna be like a very short leash before you get to saying something. And I'm gonna be like, you know what, bro, I'm not the barber for you. And I have no problem saying that. Like, people, they get discouraged because, oh man, I didn't do a great job, or he didn't like it. I love what I did, but he hated it, or whatever, bro. Then you're not the barber for him. Like, I could be the most booked barber ever, and there's gonna be somebody to be like, I hate the way he cuts hair. What am I gonna do? If you don't like it, you don't like it. There's a lot of good food restaurants out there, and you just don't like that kind of food, so you're not gonna go. So that's my view on it. I'll send a text message. Hey man, look, I noticed I can't get your hair cut right. I don't know what's going on. I've tried. We've communicated, and I've tried my best. And it seems like I'm not the barber for you. Good luck with your search. Let me know if you need help finding somebody. Like, I don't mind sending a text like that. I haven't had to send too many texts like that, but I have told one guy, he was complaining, and he was like, bro, it's a spot in the back of my head. Like, you can't notice it unless you get really close. And my girl was really close, and bro, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. All right, let's see. I live in Phoenix. Hey, I'm Hope. Go to DeadStock Barbershop on Instagram and send me your information, and I'll look it up for you. I'll see what you got in the area. And it's not a bad idea to get on, like, is Craigslist still a thing? 5 Mile. Get into the Facebook marketplace for your area. But yeah, go to DeadStock Barbershop, DM me like your exact area, and I don't mind looking on there, helping you out. You got to be picky about your hair. Like, that's fine. Like, I'm fine with a person being picky. Like I said, I pride myself on satisfying picky customers. I don't mind it, but don't be over the top. Like, don't make me feel like I'm having a bad day because you in there doing too much. If I turn my back to grab another clipper, don't be trying to spin the chair to see in the mirror. Like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, put your feet back on the feet rest. Like, why is your feet on the ground? Let's see. Nathan, what's going on? He said exactly. Chairs are expensive. Yeah, man. Oh, what you can do if you don't want to buy like, you don't have to go out and get like a Koken chair or something like that. You can go on Amazon. Well, that stuff probably shot up because of COVID. But I was gonna say there's like $300-400 chairs. But if you're gonna be cutting outside, you can even do like a stylist chair. You don't have to, if you're cutting outside, all you need is something that can rotate and raise up. Unless you out there doing straight razor. I don't think that you're doing that outside. I wouldn't be doing that outside. But if you just need something to cut in, you can find a used stylist chair, probably $100, bro. $80. Let's see, 2020, I'll be giving customers the box. Bro, he's tripping, Falcon. Let's see. Look on Facebook. Yeah, Carlos got it. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Jason said fire. So we're sitting here in barber class watching your live stream. What time is it? Oh, you're in Cali. Let's go, T-Raw. What's going on, y'all, man? Tell your school owner to have me come out there to Compton. I do a class. I don't mind. Tell them, email me, man. Chris_Manyweather@yahoo.com. I'll come show love. I swear, bro. Let's see. Yeah, you can't be the barber for everyone. Let's see. All-purpose chair. Yeah, that's what Jason just said. You can get an all-purpose chair. I missed 2 questions. Look above. I'm Hope, and man, I'm not good at scrolling up. Let's see. He said, can we get a female? Okay. Carlos says, if I came to get an apprenticeship for free, if I can get a apprenticeship for free, should I do it? What state are you in? And you have to see if your state actually allows apprenticeships. Like, I'm in Texas. There's no apprenticeship program here. You have to go to school and get your license. If they do it, if somebody's offering you the opportunity to get an apprenticeship for free, bro, take it. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Don't ask me that question. Just do it, bro. Man, that's because you're going to make so much money on the back end of this. Yeah, man, Vaughn, you know what you're talking about. Hey, if y'all are watching this video right now, how many people we got? We got 25 people watching this video. Let's get them likes going. I just liked it. I can't believe I ain't like it myself. So let's see. Was there another question? How about them dudes with the stretchy scalp? He said I get them a lot lately. So how do I attack the stretchy scalp? Bro, you have to work with it. So with the stretchy scalp customers, I make sure that, let's say I'm doing the taper or fade, like, I'm gonna work that stretchy scalp. I'm gonna move my thumb and we're gonna get it tight, and then I'm gonna cut. And I do that a lot, even with like regular customers who have, you know, non-stretchy scalps. I can't remember the technical term, but you know, I'm always stretching the skin while I'm fading or whatever I'm doing. So you do the same thing. If it's somebody like they got the creases in there and it's kind of dark, let's say you go over with a number a 1, and you notice like within the creases it still looks a little dark, but I did a 1 closed all the way against the grain and it still looks dark. So what you're going to do is just in those darkest areas, you're going to get a lower guard. So I'm going to go in with my 0, maybe halfway, or all the way open just to see first, but most likely halfway. And I'll just hit the inside with like the corner 2 teeth. And same thing with, you know, within the back, you know, you just got to get in those folds so that you make it appear to be the same. So it's going to be technically lower, but it's going to look even, right? So it's all about the illusion of cutting hair. It's all an illusion. Whatever I got to do to make it look like it's good. All right. Was there any other questions that I missed, Laura? Ask barbershop salons near you. Chairs are expensive. Yeah. Okay. Where we at? You're in PA? I think, yeah, they do. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, they do that in Philly, or Pennsylvania. Ain't nothing in Pennsylvania other than Philly anyway. I couldn't name one other place. I'm sorry. Do you think it's smart to cut hair in your house and save money than open up? Oh, so is it smarter to cut in the house or in the barbershop? Okay. So with that, my goal, I grew up cutting hair in the house, right? So I knew the next level to it was to be in the shop. I got married really young. I was 19 years old. So this month on the 17th will be 16 years for me and my wife. We got married really young, so had a young family. So it was only certain amount of people that I would like to have in my house. What I realized was this: I can have anybody I want to in the shop. Thank you, Carlos. I can have anybody I want to in the shop, everybody in the shop, but I don't want everybody in my house. So with that, Nathan, you want to do what you got to do in the meantime. There's a lot of people who do like garage cuts, but people get jealous. After a while, man, what up, AAC? After a while, you're gonna start making a lot of money. You don't want people looking at you weird, like looking at what you got. Oh man, look at this dude. He got this, he got that. Like, bro, I drive a 2013 Nissan Altima. My friends get on me all the time, like, bro, why you drive that kind of car? You could be driving dang near anything you want. Not everything I want, but dang near anything I want. And I don't want that much. I'm not that much of a car guy. I do want a Tesla now, but I'm like, bro, I'm at work all the time. And when I'm not at work, I'm at home with the family, or I'm doing something for church, or I'm playing a game or something. I don't know. So I don't travel that much. So I realized it hit me. I had to go through a couple cars that was some real raw deals that I shouldn't have been in. But it hit me like, bro, we spent all this money to get these vehicles. And I know I'm going off on a Kanye West tangent right now, but we spend all this money to get these vehicles, and then they sit outside because you in the shop all day. And all you get is a occasional, hey man, who car is that? Bro, that joint clean, man. You like, oh, that's mine, thank you. And you paying this $600, $700, $800 car note, and all the cars look the same from the inside. You know, they're the same from the inside unless you got a Tesla or something. So I was like, bro, I sold my truck. I had a Ram 1500, and I sold that joint, and I bought a cash car, gave that to my wife, and I took back my old car from her. So now I just ride in this little thing. But yeah, people look at what you buy, they look at what you wear. And if they feel like you're doing too good, then especially, I don't know if you in like a hood area, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't want a lot of people in my house, man. And I don't want you to be putting yourself or your family in danger because of the people you invited in for a 20, 30, $15 haircut. Now they're coming back trying to see what they can get from you, Let's see. Any more questions? Kwame and Laura has questions. You keep looking over it. Kwame is about to, I didn't see it. Okay. Can you just ask, hey, Laura, my big sister, I love you. Can you just ask the question again and I'll get to it? Because when I scroll up, It's a long list. People have been saying a lot, and I missed it. I'm sorry. Uh, hey, hey, Los is my dog, bro. He get on anybody's head. Laura, change your name to Karen. Oh my God. Hey, get off my sister. All right. Let's see. What's good? I swear it's elastic. Yeah, bro. Them stretchy scalps be something different, bro. I kind of want to look it up real quick. I'm a definition guy. Like I want to see the technical name for it, but I know I don't got the time. It'll be in one of my videos, how to deal with it. Thank you, Big J. You done gave me 2 video ideas. So when I get a stretchy head, I'll make sure I record it. All right. Which do I like more? Corded or cordless clippers? Alex, you must have been looking through my window, bro. This week so far, I have been working with my corded masters again. I have a lot of clippers. So I got a bunch of different, babyless clippers that, all that corded stuff, everything everybody uses, seniors, gammas. And what I will say is this: nothing is beating like corded clippers. I'm sorry. Nothing beats corded. It's inconvenient because you go back to cutting like this. If you're doing something on top and you got the cord hanging, so now you're trying to hold the cord to where it's not getting in somebody's face. But nothing beats corded clippers. And sometimes I'll be feeling like, man, did I get worse? Why my haircuts don't look the same as a few years back? And y'all probably like, bro, what are you talking about? Bro, I look at some pictures sometimes and I'll be like, bro, what was this? This joint was so fire. And the difference that I could see is because even when I cut somebody's hair 2 weeks ago versus I just cut their hair this week, I'm like, bro, this corded clipper is the difference maker. That's the difference maker. It's just so much easier to use. It's the power. I don't know. Like they cut so much better. So, all right. Let's see. That's why all these rappers dying. Yeah, man. Like, I don't want to say that's why all these rappers is dying, but we live in a society to where we are so show me, like show me everything, whatever you got going on, or people not even asking for it, but you feel compelled to do it because that's what it seems like the society is doing. And everybody ain't out for your best interest. Like the people I deal with, I just want the people around me, even you guys like that I don't know. I just want the best for y'all. So that's why I try when it comes to barbering. This is what I can do to provide the best for people that's not in the shop with me. So everybody's not like that. Some people want the best from themselves and it look like you got the best on and I need that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know who you're dealing with at all times. They might be cool, come get a haircut a few times. Now it's a setup, So you don't want that. Insert name here. Oh man. Nothing wrong with being conservative. Nothing at all. He said, for sure. Los, I had people try to get me to sell drugs. No, you don't want to sell drugs, bro. Don't do it, bro. It's not worth it. So opportunity cost. What can I make versus what am I giving up? You got to decide that for every single thing that you do. Any purchase you make, any decision you make, what is the opportunity cost? What will I be losing if I make this decision? And I guarantee at some point, like death or jail is the cost of dealing in the underworld. Now we got we got this haircutting thing where you can be walking around with money like you've been selling drugs and you haven't, but it's legal and I pay taxes on it. I bought a home, I bought a vehicle. You can't do that when you selling drugs. You're gonna have to find a way to clean your money and this and that. And the next guy, even your person who's your friend, supposed to be working with you, trying to take what you got because you're shining too hard. Like, nah, that's not the lifestyle for me. And it's not the lifestyle for anybody. I don't think anybody should go that route. But I understand where there's poverty and you take away education and you take away fathers and you take away resources, you take away jobs, then that's what a lot of people are felt that they're left with. And it's a sad thing, but a lot of times, bro, it's on purpose, man. I hate to say that. All right, Laura says this. Laura, I got you. Karen, Laura, I got you. What is your advice on cutting around ingrown facial hair? Okay, that's first question. Could you do a series on cutting beards. Okay. If you notice, the majority of my videos, the guys get haircut and beard service. I always throw that in. Um, I can do something on beards. As far as ingrown hairs go, cutting around it, like, what do you mean cutting around it? The thing about ingrown hair is you want to get that hair out. So you want to get your tweezers and get that hair out of there so that the ingrown, so that the irritation can go down, the swelling can go down. So that's the best solution. You don't want to just be cutting around it, cutting around it, cutting around it, because next thing you know, it's like this video I saw on TikTok the other day. The hair was like this long. Guy pulled it out, and that's nasty. So get some really good tweezers off Amazon or something, and get it out of there. Same, my dude. I just recently, yeah, yep. Let's see. Yeah, the Corded Masters, bro. It's hard to beat, bro. JRL clippers or Ergo or something else. I have not used. You won't believe this, but I have not used a JRL clipper yet. My guy Consultation Barber, he has had some, or he has them. I might see if he can send me them just to use them, because I really don't have no intentions on purchasing them. But I do like those Ergos or the Gamma Plus or whatever one. I bought it for like 80 bucks, 100 bucks off one of my boys. And when I say, when it comes to how they cut, I think for fading, especially if you guys are, I don't want to say beginners, but they're just more forgiving. So like people who cut with the fast feeds, it's going to take you a few more strokes to get that, to get it to, I don't know. You can just mess around with it more, and you can hit them corners, and it just works. So I really like those Ergos right now. I'm liking them better than my Babyliss. I will jump out there and say that. I will say that they are better. I'm building a shed shop out back, and I'm already paying enough for the house. A shed shop is great. So that's one way. If I was to cut at home, it would be something detached, or at least, like I said, at least a garage that I converted. But I really wouldn't want people in the house. So I'm with that Big J. Like, I love the shed shops. Like, I have no problem with that. But as far as people coming into the house and looking at TVs or whatever, just, I'm cool on that. Outside, I'm good. I like that. So send me a picture on Instagram. Let me see how I look, bro. When you get done, or I'll see a picture now. It don't matter. Uh, the Rebels are like corded Gamma. Which one is the Rebels? I don't know what the Rebels are. I keep losing my place. I'm sorry. I agree. Corded. Yeah, Ronnie. Like, you can't beat it, bro. It says I was gonna start using the razor, the sanitary. Yeah, it's so much dust and stuff flying around. So you got to think, whenever you're using your straight razor, you want to kind of be in a controlled environment. Like if you walk into a barbershop, the barbershop should be a cooler environment. Like the hospitals are a cooler environment for like bacterial purposes, I guess, to kind of stop the spread of things. So I'm not saying that you can't be sanitary outdoors cutting and using a straight razor, but I would definitely I'd be inside. The weather is not that great, bro. Like, I used to cut hair on the porch. So if you got to cut hair on the porch right now, bro, get it in. Do whatever you got to do out there. My mama had me on the porch. I was not cutting hair inside her kitchen, even though I snuck in there. Sometimes it did it. She didn't want me in the bathroom. So I'm front porch, Portland, Oregon, cutting hair, and we was good. It was a cool breeze all the time. So yeah, haha, tell them they wouldn't even bail me out. Bro, they're not gonna bail you out, bro. How much money do you think you should have to open a barbershop? I think that you should have enough money to open the type of barbershop that you want. So there's people who have opened up a $10,000 barbershop, a $20,000 barbershop, $100,000 supercuts or something like that. So it's all about your budget and what you're willing to put up with in the beginning. A lot of people recommend start small, because if you start small, I can build onto this later. So whether if it depend on the rent of a place, if the rent is, I don't know, $1,500 a month, and you afford that by yourself, that's one of the main things. Can I afford to run this place without someone else being here with me? Because because there's times where you might just be you and another guy, and now he's moved on, or you had to fire him. So can I maintain this place by myself? That's the main thing that you should be thinking of. Fade masters and masters with fast feed cleanup, my triple threat. Yeah, I don't think you need all three. That's a lot of clipper work on one cut. I think because you got your masters and you got your fade masters for your like the really close, like it's the surgical blade. So I don't really see where you bring the fast feed in. I think between the two, you can really get it all done with one of those clippers with just the regular masters. But if I'm gonna mix two, I've done the master fade master combo before, but maybe I need to try the fast feed. I don't know. I don't have fast feeds anymore. Uh, Favorite Air Jordan 1 sneaker. Favorite Air Jordan sneaker. Bro, you can't ask nobody that likes sneakers they favorite sneakers, bro. It's hard to pick a grail, bro. My favorite ones would have to be red ones. My favorite Air Jordan of all time, I can't select one, but I'm a huge fan of the sixes, the ones, the fours, and I used to love the 11s, but now I'm more like fours, sixes, and ones. Side note, I've been on them ones for a long time, since back when you can go into the Nike outlet and get ones for like $80 because people wasn't on them. Everybody was on them 11s and all that kind of stuff. Now all of a sudden you get Travis Scott and bam, nobody wants. I mean, everybody wants ones, so I can't get them for cheap anymore. Rebels are like alphas, but see, Rebels and alphas, like I didn't try that kind of stuff. I'm usually like the main, whatever the top companies are, I'll pick from that. Other than when I did that, what was that? The thing that I did on Amazon where I bought like the Circer and the Kimmy clippers. Side note, I will say this to you guys. If you guys are not licensed individuals, don't worry about buying the top name clippers because they are the most expensive and they are overpriced. So if you guys are cutting at home and you're not doing 20 heads a day, 15, 18 heads a day, if you might be at the house doing 5, 6, maybe in 3, whatever, you know, go for some of these clippers like the Kimmy, like 1986. Those things cut better than my Babyliss clippers. I'm not gonna lie. Now, as far as the charger goes, they're not gonna hold a charge as well as something with a bigger name. The battery is just not the same. But when it came to cutting, the ones that look like a fake, like a knockoff Kimmy, I mean like a knockoff Babyliss, them joints cut well. The knockoff seniors, very well. And so like I recommend that to you guys, especially if you're in barber school, because right now you're not making the kind of money to where it pays for itself quickly. So if I'm working and I got $500 days, I can pay off a $150 trimmer pretty quickly. It's gonna pay for itself quick. But if I'm only having $40, $50, $80, $100 days, it don't make sense to spend that kind of money on these trimmers. And I'm not even in the shop. I'm in barber school, or or just get you a nice pair of trimmers. But the clippers, and I see some of the nicest barbers, and they're using what we consider knockoff, but they're big around the world. They're just not super popular over here. All right, all right, all right. So let's see. Carlos is not strong enough. Did you ever watch any barbers on YouTube before you started uploading tutorials? Okay, Alex. So yeah, you came in kind of late. So I started off before, like when YouTube barbers was a thing. No problem, sincere. When YouTube barbers were just getting really started. So you had what we say, Cake and His Randy, you had Vic the Barber, Chuka the Barber, Al's Million, and a lot of these guys, they were just music and tutorial, like in video. So you just watching them cut. You don't know what they got a number one. You don't know if that's a half. So that's what I was watching while I was getting ready for barber school and while I was in barber school. So after that, here comes your Bazios, here comes your Jeezy, here comes your Beams. And these guys were actually adding value in such a way that this is this guard. this, you know, you got like Bazio does like the whole color guard system on his video at all times. You just see it up there. So things like that kind of really, it changed the game for YouTube barbering. So um I watched I watched some Jeezy. Anytime I felt like Bazio was one of the best, definitely one of the best teachers that you can learn from on YouTube. And so I recommended, like, when I taught my wife how to cut hair, I didn't really want to teach her because I don't know, my patience is just a little bit thin when it comes to, like, I can be patient with people all day, but when it comes to me trying to show my wife something or my kids, I just don't have a whole lot of patience. I'd be like, oh my God. So I was just like, you know what? I got the perfect person for you to watch. So I had my wife watching Fazio. And so from there, once she got like some of the basics, and I'd watch it with her sometimes, but after she got that, then I started working with her. So now I can grow you, but I couldn't from scratch. I didn't want to deal with my wife. um, let's see. Mm, okay, hope I'll check my Instagram and I'll get with you before the night is up, man. Uh, or one man. I don't know. I can't see your picture. Question from T Collins: what style of razors do I use? I use. Oh my God! If you didn't ask me what kind I use, I would know. Um, Dorco, Dorco razors. I buy like a huge box on Amazon, bro. I need an Amazon, like some kind of account where I can just put the link below and y'all can buy all this stuff. Um, Amazon, I get like 1,000 razors for what is it? Is it 1,000? It's like 1,000 for 40, 50 bucks, you know. So Dorco razors. Um, okay, Karen. Question: are my fault is ice. I'm going to college next year for nursing, but I also love barbering. Any thoughts? Okay, so I'll say this: do what you love, whatever you want to do, and you do it in the order that you want to do it in. But I'll say this: my friend, I met her in barber school. She had never touched a pair of clippers ever, but she knew she wanted to learn how to cut hair. So she was in nursing school. She put it on pause. Like, I'm gonna go to barber school now. Fast forward, she probably has like maybe 200,000 followers on Instagram. Like, she put in the work, she put in the effort. She would get the live action YouTube videos from us at the school. So she was always asking me questions, asking my homeboy Jason questions, and we would help her. And she was really taking it in and really trying. And what I'll say to any woman that wants to cut hair, guys will want to be in your chair just because you're a woman. Like, we were in barber school hoping for a tip, $1, $2. People was getting jacked up by my girl, and they was leaving like $5, $10 tips. Her name is Clipper Queen, Jamesia. She's won a whole bunch of like barber battles, all kind of stuff. Like, it blew my mind how much she grew, and it's only because she wanted to get better. What you think about the Andis GTX XO trimmers? What I think about those trimmers, I might be giving them away in my during this vlogmas. Um, they're not bad. Honestly, they're not bad. I feel like they're too expensive, bro. When I can get a corded pair for 50, 60 bucks on Amazon or the local beauty supply, you want to sell them to me for 250. They have to really wow me, other than the fact that they're cordless. I can put up with a cord for $200, but I bought them just so I can be able to tell you guys what I just told you. If you got the money to drop on it, do it. If you don't, then don't waste your time. Yes, it's hard to beat anything corded. Sometimes I want to go back to corded trimmers. Um, let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? The Fusion Blade by Stylecraft is a must. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried it. What you think about the end? Oh, my bad. I'm reading the same stuff. All right, where are we at? Just wanted to make sure that all questions are answered. Thank you, Laura. You have been a great moderator for this thing today. Sincere is only 20. Man, that's love right there, man. I like to see people starting young. I started cutting hair, I was like 15 or 16. So barber school is dope, man. It's rough. What I will say about barber school is it's not what you're thinking it's gonna be. So Possibly. Let me take that back, because every school is not a bad school, but a lot of schools can be kind of rough. So with Barber School, go in there with this mindset. This is the mindset I had, and I had already been cutting for years, but I wanted to be, in my mind, I told myself I wanted to be the best one day. So go in there, say I'm a blank slate. I know nothing. All my habits are bad habits. I want to come in here and eventually be the best barber that has walked through these doors. How do I become that? By asking questions, by watching, by building relationships, and making yourself available to be corrected. A lot of guys that I knew that were in barber school that didn't want anybody telling them anything, they left out after a year and almost a year and a half of being in that school, and all they got was a license. They never got any better, and they were bad when they went in there. They left out bad. And a lot of those guys are not cutting anymore because there's no money in barbering. You can't make no money. Like, that's stupid. I don't want to do that. But really, they never applied themselves. So, or their ego was too big to where, nah, I'm good. I already know what I'm doing. I'm just here to get a license. Be in there to mess up as many heads as possible. Go in that school and make all your mistakes there, because once you get into a shop, your mistakes are amplified because you're a professional now. I just paid you 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks for this haircut. Bro, what is this? What is this line? And because of social media, customers know now. Like, it used to be haircut, you give them a mirror, and I still have people like that, but you give a person a mirror, especially if you haven't cut their hair before, they're looking and looking and looking. Hey, can you fade that line out? Like, customers used to know about no lines and weight lines and dark spots and shadows, blend this. But now you look at 360 Jeezy, who has 3 million subscribers. Bro, they're not all barbers. A lot of these people are customers. You look at Vic Blends. A lot of my customers know who these people are. So they're watching the content. They like, bro, that's a blurry fade. Bro, customers ain't used to talk like that. We used to, back in the day, we was doing, like, you would get a beard, they wasn't even fading it in. They just give you a line right here and separate it, put the fade up, and a person would go home and do their own beard. But now guys is looking at social media. They're coming in, hey, I want this haircut right here with this design right here, So things have changed. So make as many mistakes as you can right now in barber school, and you might get chewed out, but don't let it defeat you. Just keep working and keep trying hard, man, because what you'll realize is at the end of the day, I'll be better. I'll be better tomorrow than I was yesterday, or I'm better today than I was yesterday. And after 6 months or a year, however long your school is, you're going to see the growth. I didn't really want to take a lot of pictures in barber school because I was like, no, I'm not where I want to be. But I wish now that I took more, because it's cool to look back and be like, dang, I came such a long way. And I do have pictures from back in the day, but I wish I had more. Let's see. Do you think it's harder to self-cut or cut other people's hair? I feel like more people are better at cutting their own hair than they are at cutting somebody else's hair. And you'll see a person with a nice, clean haircut. It's because they practice so much on themselves. So you be like, man, who cut your hair? Bro, I cut myself, bro. Man, can you get me? Actually, you like, bro, this dude done messed me up. And like, bro, I looked at his haircut. Hey, Big J, thank you for coming through. But you look at their haircut and you think like they can do it, but they can only really cut one style on one person. That's themselves. And I'm gonna be getting off here pretty soon myself. It's almost 11 o'clock. Here Central Time. CL Miniweather says, cool. That's my mama, y'all. Do you need home address, or what did you need? Just tell me the area, man. Like, if it's like a certain area, like that, if that area has a certain name, even though it's in that city, but you may be in, like in Dallas, we got, I'm in Oak Cliff. I'm in the Oak Cliff area, whatever's closest to you, so you don't go too far out. What's your thoughts on them FX3 trimmers? Are they a must cop, or just wait till the low pro drop? Okay. I was going to make a video on this, but I'll just give you guys the exclusive right here. First thing I noticed when I purchased my FX3s, I opened the box up and I'm like, oh my God, my trimmers are used. What's this gray hair on my trimmers? Like, who used my stuff? This was a brand new box. I was like, it's either like gray hair or some sort of wool. And so I'm like, bro, this is crazy. So I hit up one of my boys. He was like, bro, yours had that too. And so what it is that during quality control, they were supposed to clean that stuff off. So what it is, they're testing it, making sure that the blade works. So they didn't really do a good job on quality control. A lot of people were having that same issue. And so I reached out to the company and I asked questions. I was like, man, a lot of people want to know what's going on with these blades. Why? Like my pair, when I bought them, you know, all the Babyliss blades have something on the back. They have some sort of branding, Babyliss, FX, whatever the blade is. And this blade was just smooth. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Gonna find out there was multiple people like that. So when I reached out to the company, the guy was like, and I actually liked his answer. He was like, hey, hold on, before I get to that point, someone said, hey, when I went and bought a replacement blade, it said FX3 on the back. And so I asked the guy about that. I'm like, some people are saying they have their blades are not branded, but when you buy the replacement, it has that, and they're saying that blade works better. So he's the guy from Babyliss was like, what we try to do is we're always constantly working on perfecting our tools. So about time we released that product, the FX3s, the first release, we were already working on the replacement blade for it because we want to make sure that this blade is better. So you got a lot of people who are saying, man, these blades are way too sharp and I really can't use it. I'm scared to use it. And that was me. I wasn't scared to use it, but I just don't want to cut anybody. So I moved mine back off the back. Like I was like, bro, this is way too sharp for my skin. I'm not gonna do my customers like this. So like I said, he was like, whenever we are putting out products, we're always working on the next product. So they're probably already 3 or 4 blades in right now, and you just don't know it. It just says FX3 on the back, but they've changed it so much based on the reviews that they get from barbers in the industry or their own team of barbers. So with that being said, during my 30K giveaway that I'm going to be doing, I think I'm going to throw those FX trees in FX trees FX3s in it just because I really don't use them anyway. I'm not really a fan of the slim lines and they're really skinny. I like the perfect trimmers for me are the Andis T outliner body, like perfect length, perfect like the width on it. That's my preference. So I haven't tried the low pros. I'm gonna try to get them just so I can leave a review for you guys. Let's see. What's your thoughts? Oh no. So Dwight says, hey man, I love your production value on your videos and the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, bro. I've learned a lot from you. I just started cutting hair like 3 months ago, and your channel definitely helps. That's who I do it for. I do it for you, Dwight. I do it for all of you guys, but for those people that are really trying to learn and try to get better at cutting hair, like your comments are so motivational to me. Like y'all don't understand how much it means. So I'm glad I can help you on this journey. You got any questions? Just like I'm Hope, go ahead and leave me a direct message or whatever on Instagram, and I'll respond, bro. Favorite trimmer, cordless T outliners. I'm sorry. Favorite trimmers is corded T outliners. Um, Thanks for the tip. No problem, bro. All right, Chris. I'll talk to you later. All right, Nathan. Thank you for coming through. I'm about to get off my cell. By the way, I don't know if you answered this already, but what camera and lens do you use for your tutorials? So I started off using a Canon M50, and you can get a 50mm lens, or you can get a some sort of zoom lens. The 50mm is a portrait lens. I actually made a video on this last year for Vlogmas. So if you guys go back into the vlogs, you can see exactly what I recommend, because that is one of the best cameras that you can find. It's good. It's lightweight. So if you want to walk around with it on a gimbal or just handheld, it has a flip lens, so you can turn it around. You can vlog. So currently I've upgraded to the Canon M6 Mark II, and I'm going to be selling it. It was like $1,000. My lens was like 650 bucks, but I'm going to be selling it because I'm switching to Sony. I want to try Sony. I don't need to, I know you guys are like, bro, your videos look good already. How much better could it look? But I don't have a Sony and I keep hearing how good it is. So I'm gonna sell my camera. I already reserved my new Sony what is it, the A7 IV, and I pre-ordered the A7S III. I think I'm gonna let that pre-order go, that deposit, get that money back, and just stick with the 4. Let's see. Do you have to know how to draw to be good at designs? That is a great question. The answer to that, sincere, is no. I cannot draw, but I can do designs. I can duplicate designs. Am I what's the boy name? Rob the Original? No, I'm not Rob the Original, but anything like straight lines, zigzags, patterns, anything like that, I can duplicate that in some hair. If you want a portrait, that's a lot of shading. I don't do portrait work. I don't do like, nah, I'm not putting Mickey Mouse in your head. But if you want any kind of design, line work, double lines, faded out, whatever, I can do all that. I think anybody can do that kind of stuff. Um, but portrait is a whole nother thing. You got to understand how negative space works. So a lot of us, if I was to do a Mickey Mouse design, I start by just drawing the outline for Mickey Mouse, right? But a person who has an art eye and knows how art works, they work in negative space. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna start cutting around until Mickey Mouse appears. You know, if that makes sense. Like they're gonna start fading it down, taking the hair out, taking the hair away. So what's left is an image, and then they'll start to detail that. And I I know that, I've looked it up, but I just never have tried it. So I probably could do it, but I haven't tried it. So I started cutting hair at 16. I'm 17 now. I probably have barbering as a side while I'm in nursing school. Man, that's dope, bro. Like that's an opportunity to make some big money, especially with the nursing thing. Traveling nurses. Oh my God, I got some nurse customers, and COVID has got them nurses sitting right. Like they making a lot of money traveling. Um, is it bad? Where okay, I lost my spot. I'm the worst at this. See, this is why I'm doing this, guys, because this is practice. Like I'm not even used to finding my spot and seeing where I'm at in the chat. So let's see. I'll scroll back up. Um, I started cutting hair. No, I read that. Is it bad to go to barber school without any experience? Because personally, I learned the basics. No, that's why I just told the story about my homegirl. She had zero experience, and one of my homeboys too. Never touched a clipper. Now my boy, he making 6 figures a year cutting hair. I mean, there's nothing else I can say to that. It's all about the work that you put in once you get in there. Once you get into the school and you putting in work, and just know this, you will get better in the shop because you're gonna be around more talent. So as long as you're not be an open guy. Like I hate to tell people to go against their personality, but for me it worked out because I don't mind walking up and asking a person, "Hey man, you mind if I watch you?" And what that does for the individual, they're like, "Yeah, oh yeah, this youngster want to learn something." You know, so now I just elevated, boosted their confidence, and more people are usually willing to teach you what they know. They might not teach you everything, but they can teach you some things. Even if out of everything I seen him do in a cut, I took one thing away from it. Thank you, bro. Like I just learned so much, and now I can go and I can imitate it, see if it works for me, or see how I can incorporate it into what I do. All right. Sincere, no, but it helps. Yeah. Carlos is, yeah. Hey, son, Barber School. Oh, hey, son. How you doing, Mr. Watson? um, Barber School is totally worth it. Yeah, I think you guys should go, man. Like, it's worth it. This career is something different now. It is not what it used to be. And there are a lot of people who are making 6 figures, guys, off of cutting hair. Or even, so I'll just say this, the average income in the USA is $33,000 a year. $33,000 a year. Now that may be what you're making currently. That may be less than what you're making. It may be more. But just imagine going into a craft and getting a skill to where I went to school from 6 months, 6 months to a year. I came out, and a lot of times I went to school, I didn't pay anything for it, y'all. Like, I didn't pay anything. My school offered financial aid, and I mean grants. So I took the grants. It covered my tuition. It covered my books. So with that being said, I went to school. It was a $10,000 school. I came out with no debt. Think about how many people are going off to college for 2 years, 4 years, getting these degrees, and then they're coming out and they're getting jobs where they're making $50,000 a year, right? And they're in debt, $100,000. So you guys are interested in a field to where you can walk away from school with little to no debt and be able to make great money, even if it's $50,000 or 60 or 70, 80, whatever, it's great money. Even if you come in your first year and you make 20,000, bro, I was making $100 to $200 a week at the shop that I was at for 6.5 years. I left out of that shop making a lot of money a week. If I had like a $2,000 week, like that was a good week. But a great week, I saw upwards of like $3,300. Now I don't work that much no more. Like, I was working a lot then. I was 7 days a week. I'm not doing that ever again. And I was getting ready to buy a house, so I was saving. But you can make great money, even if you're making $1,000 a week, guys. Like, that's in a barbershop. Most shops that you're gonna go into with a steady flow, you're gonna be making like $500 to $600 a week, at least $400 a week. And I came from UPS as a supervisor, part-time soup, and my take home was, after taxes and after paying the United Way and paying for dental, like, I'd make high 200s to low $300 a week. And there was people living off of that. And so when I went to a shop and I'm making 150, 200, I wasn't tripping, because I was like, that's not that far away from what I was making. Like, people were looking at me in the shop like, dang, he really not working. I hope he don't leave. He's a good guy. But I was just like, I'm almost making what I was making. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only going to go up from here. So I might not be making a lot of money, but I'm going to hang around the shop, work the hours on the door, and I'm going to answer the phone when people call. When people come in, I'm going to greet them. If I'm not cutting hair, I'm asking questions on how I can get better, or I'm communicating with the barbers, chopping it up. Man, y'all watched the game last night? I used to have all day arguments, Jordan versus LeBron and all this stuff, just because that's my personality. I know that's not everybody's personality, but what it did was, and it wasn't even intentional, but when guys would go, when their barbers were too booked up, now they've kind of built a rapport with me, and they say, hey man, you got anybody? No, come on. And a lot of times they stuck with me, or they knew their barber would just be busy and they'll check with me first, or that whenever their barber was busy, I was backup. I will be a backup barber. I'm building. I don't mind it. Well, your barber's busy. Come on. I don't mind being a backup barber now. I'm busy. But if you like, man, my barber out of town, or I got customers that might feel like your prices are too high, but birthdays, anniversaries, wife birthdays, kids birthdays, we're going out to dinner, I'm gonna come see you. And that's what they do. And I have no problem with that. Like, I'll be the side barber or whatever, or the special occasion barber. I don't mind that. All right, let's see. No problem, Giovanni. Your channel is mad dope. Thank you. I love your style of tutorials. I haven't seen anyone make videos like you yet when it comes to barbering. Thank you, bro. Like, but dog, thank you, bro. I love that, man. I appreciate it. That means a lot. And it's about your personality. So whatever you do, like, be you in it. And as you can see, even when I answer the questions, it's usually long. Like, that's me. I'm wordy like that. I don't mind explaining things. So when it comes to explaining how to cut hair, that's what you're going to get. So people are like, man, your videos are very detailed. That's just how I am. Like, I like talking like that. So let's see. Yeah, I was thinking about being a travel nurse. Yes, bro. Like, do it. Get your, one of my customers he said he's about to get his sky nurse. I don't know what that is. Like it's some kind of certification where he can do more stuff when they're like getting airlifted and stuff, but he'll be able to make a lot more money. And man, these guys they're going from nurses that were making like 60 to now they're making easy $150,000 um a year just going and being a travel nurse. Uh Mama Manyweather says, I follow other live feeds and it's easy to lose your place. I see it here a lot. Yes, it's very, especially I'm not super close to my monitor right now because I can move to this monitor, but then I won't be looking your direction. So even though I'm not always looking at the camera, I'm looking this direction, which is a little better. Um, how do you know when to raise your prices? Oh, hold on. Let me not skip Laura Bradley. What are your thoughts on mobile barbering? Mobile barbering is a thing and it's not going away. You got a lot of people who are getting these Sprinter vans, these Mercedes vans. They're hooking them up and they're decking those things out. I think it's dope. I don't think it's necessarily for me. I'm in a private suite, so I know I can do it, but I like being at the same environment. Like I like the same environment area. I like the suite that I'm at, or I'd rather be in a shop. But I don't see myself driving around cutting hair. But I don't knock anybody doing it. How do you know when to raise your prices? So for me, what I do is the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule says this: whenever you're booked up, right, and you're like booked up, consistently booked up, you want to raise your prices. When you raise your prices, expect to lose around 20% of your clientele. The remaining 80% at the new price point is going to cover what those other people would have been paying at the old price point had you not gone up. So you don't lose money. But what it does now is it gives you a little more availability to bring in new people at that new price point. And so I know people who are, for me, I might do it maybe once a year, once every year and a half. But I know people with that will take that method and they're doing it every time they're back booked up. And what do? I can't tell them they're wrong. If they're at $100 and people are coming, so be it. For me right now, I'm haircut and beard $50, haircut only $40, and like I said earlier, all first time customers $60. So when I went up last time, it was $10, and I really didn't see a cut in my flow. Like I didn't lose 20% of my clients, and so what that usually is an indicator of is you really didn't go up high enough. So as far as your price point, because the goal ultimately is make more, work less. So I made more, but I was working the same pretty much. So now I'm going to go up January 1st and I'm going to make a $20 jump. Y'all pray for me. That's a big jump. I know it, but when I go up $10, man, I really didn't lose nobody. So we're gonna see. I ran it by a few customers just to think what they, what their thought, see what they thought about it. And for the most part, they're like, "Bro, I'm down. I don't know what other people are gonna do, but I'll still be here." And I have this one customer. He comes in all the time, and he brings his son. So I was like, "Oh my God, what is he gonna think?" And so for him, he was just like, "Bro, where else am I go, bro? I love what you do." He said, "Now my son might come in less, you know, because it's gonna be what I say, $60 for $60 for cut, $70 for cut and beard, and $80 for first time appointments." So yeah, so he's like, "Bro, I don't know about $60 all the time for my son, but I'm gonna still be here." He comes every couple weeks. He's a like a police officer. I don't know, captain or something. I don't know. All I know is off the movie, so I don't know his rank. Um, so that's how I know when to raise my prices. So once you're consistently booked up, or if you just feel like, man, the prices on everything is going up, like what we pay for our clippers and stuff, man, it's gone so high. Like, and if you guys haven't liked this video yet, make sure y'all like this video for the YouTube algorithm so they can share it. When you're booked weeks in advance, yeah, man. So like for the month of the month of December, I might have, let's see. So this is, we'll look by the weeks. I don't know if you guys can even see this. So by the weeks, I got no spots left for this week. I got no spots left for next week. I'm taking 2 days off, but I got no other spots. And then we got Christmas Eve and Christmas. I'm taking those 2 days off, but I got no other spots. And so my next opening, I got like maybe 6 or 7 openings the week after Christmas. So like I'm like, and it's usually like booked up like that. People are already going into January, February, booking their appointments. So I'm like, man, it's time to go up. So yeah, y'all wish me the best of luck. Like that's a nervous feeling. Like I don't want to I don't want to overprice my customers, but at the same time I don't want to undersell my value. So if a customer supports you and they can afford it, they'll continue to come, but I expect that everybody won't come. And so I'm expecting, based on the area that I'm in, for new people to come in, because I've had a lot of new people book that $60 service just trying to get in with me because they see my Google reviews and all that stuff. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just gonna say Rock. Good to see you again. Much love from Chicago. I only wish you were in Chicago. Thank you, brother. Much love, man. I've never been to Chicago, man, so I got to get out that way. I'm going to New York in January. I'll be in New York. And I know that New York has the best pizza, so I just got to be disrespectful real quick. I'm sorry. I just don't see that deep dish casserole as pizza. That deep dish pizza. Okay, let's see. You and Game Changer are top 5 barbers on YouTube. Thank you, brother. Like I love when people make those comparisons, because like those guys are big to me. So that's crazy. That's like telling a rapper like, bro, you like, I don't want to name, I'm not gonna name no rappers because then y'all gonna be like, bro, you too old. I don't know none of the new young rappers. I don't listen to it. KRA, just trying to understand what's the philosophy behind charging first time customers more. Okay, so first time customers are charged more because I explained it earlier in the video. I do a consultation, so that's really a consultation fee in it. So what I used to do whenever I saw a new person booking, they would pick, let's just say they picked a 45-minute service, I'd automatically extend them to an hour because I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to be talking to them. It's not just a consultation. Like it's almost like an interview process. So I'm asking them questions about themselves, asking where they're from, like how long you've been in the area, you got kids, what do you do? What does your wife do? Like it's relationship building time. And so when I was doing that, I would always extend that appointment out to an hour, which means if I had multiple people, let's just say I get 4 new people in a day that book with me, now I just gave away 4 15-minute slots, which equaled a full hour. So I was giving away my time and it was costing me money because I could have filled that with 2 30-minute people. Right. So I was looking at what my wife, she does hair, as well as, just some of the people she follow. And there's a lot of people who charge for consultations. And so I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to do a consultation and I'll just incorporate it into the price. And I let the people know, like it says first time customers only, start here. And then I put a description. This includes cut, whatever cut you want, haircut, beard, consultation, and a bunch of other stuff I said in there just so they know exactly what they're paying for. And most people don't have a problem with it. And honestly, a lot of the people, they tip, like I'll get $90. Like it's crazy. Like people still tip on top of that $60. So that's one of the things that make me like, man, I definitely need to raise my prices. People don't care about price for a good haircut, at least here in Chicago. I guarantee you some people in Chicago that care about the price, but I know what you're saying. Like you can go to different hot spots, big cities, and yeah, you see more people willing to spend more money, but you go to some other places where people aren't making a lot of money and it's not gonna be the same, or people just don't really everybody doesn't value a haircut the same. So I will say that some people are just like, bro, it's just a haircut. Cut my hair, bro. I'll give you this $20 and I'm gone. Like, and so that's one of the reasons I don't get mad when people don't tip, because first of all, tips are not mandatory. If you feel like you deserve a tip on every haircut, your prices are not high enough. So I price myself high enough to where you don't have to tip me. If you want to tip me, thank you. If you don't, I'm not tripping. So let's see. So hopefully that explains what I was saying, Miss KRA. Did adding the extra range on your masters affect your fading system? I'll say no, because I've been cutting like that for a long time. Like when I first got masters in barber school, the guys that I went to school with were, a lot of them were advanced and they were already on that. And so I just had one of them break it off. And so when I'm learning on my masters, I didn't have a system yet. So it didn't affect it. It was actually incorporated into the development of my system. Good luck. Oh, thank you. Yeah, wish me luck. All right, TZ is going from 45 to 100. Bro, I seen that. Congrats to TZ. I'm like, man, and TZ's from where I'm from. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I know a lot of cats from Portland. It's rough out there on the West Coast, Northwest. It rains a lot. People, you do a dude with some waves. Next time you see him, he got braids. Like it's just different in Portland. It's a lot of hoodies, a lot of hats. So yeah, that's crazy. TZ is making that jump, but I'm hoping that it works out for him. I could never jump. That is y'all see how I'm tripping over $20. Like $20 is a lot of money. So to go from 45 to 100, that's what's that, $55 jump? Like, man, my best of wishes. Everyone said we got the best pizza, man. I went to Giordano's, but I wasn't in Chicago, bro. I think I was in Orlando, and I went there, and the only thing was I got that pizza I had just ate, and somebody was like, man, I want pizza, and they told me where they was going. I was like, bro, I never had that kind of pizza. So as you know, them deep dish casseroles is like that thick. That slice, that was the biggest slice of cake pizza I've ever had. I couldn't even finish one slice, and we wasted that whole pizza. Like it was after eating like 30 minutes before I had like a burger and fries or something. How do you handle other barbers in a shop that you feel is not genuine or fake? Other barbers don't speak to you when you walk in, but when someone is in their chair, they found their personality. Oh my God. All right, Ronald. I had this barber. This dude, the days when he's cool is the coolest cat. But when the days when he want to be super thug, man, my boy, he knows. So if you watching this, bro, you know your personality. He ain't trying to talk, bro. And he just walk in and got nothing to say to you. But then there's other times when he just nice, happy, playful. In that situation, man, you just remember, bro, like the people that you're in the shop with, it's like family. Because most times, like if y'all all are working and you're working long hours, you really see these people more often than you see your family. So like I went to work today. I got home from work and ate food with my wife for like 10 minutes. Then I did church for an hour and a half. And then I talked to my wife and my kids for like an hour. Now I've been in here on this call for another hour and a half. So, like there's times where you really don't spend as much time with your own family as you do with the people in the shop. So I just say, man, if you're respectful, you're cordial, like this is this quote from this preacher. His name is Charles Swindoll. He says, life is, how does it go? I don't want to mess it up. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. So the weight is on the response. How do I respond to this guy doing like that? Because I can't control how he acts, but I can control how I respond. So yeah, I know you being fake, bro, and I'll chop it up with you when you're ready to chop it up with, and if you need anything, let me know, bro. I got you, but I don't have to build a relationship with you. We don't have to be best friends. We just work together. And so I say, man, take it as that. Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you respond to it. Don't let your response dictate things getting worse. So as much as it relies on you, treat people well. That's in the Bible. I can't remember what the scripture is called, but that's in there. So you do your best, man. That's how I respond to people like that. Honestly. I appreciate you doing this. Definitely be wanting to ask questions. Also using the combo fading system. Took my face to the next level. Let's go, KRA. Let's go. Hey man. That's what I'm talking about. Use that combo system. It worked for me. I don't tell y'all to do what I do, but I show y'all ways to do it and try it a way that you may have never seen people doing it. And if it works, I say try every method. That's me. Like I tried everything and then I end up reverting back because man, what you know, if it comes out great, but just have something to fall back on. So if the combo fading system is your fallback, try something else once you got it down packed. But you know, right now, if you still getting it, you still learning, then ride with that. So I appreciate you answering my questions, bro. No problem, bro. Like y'all are here for me, so why not be here for y'all, bro? Let's see. Worst thing is when someone puts their hat on right after a cut. That don't really bother me. And I'll tell you why. Because like I said earlier, everybody doesn't value a haircut the same. Some people like to go and let's just say it's a person with waves or something like that. You might have did what you can do, and next thing you know, they like this and looking in the mirror. And you be like, bro, now I just see all these little hairs sticking up. You know what I'm saying? Or a person throws a hat on. Like that's just their personality. But you got some people who will forget they even came with a hat on and leave their hat, and you won't see them for 2 weeks. Or you get a call, say, bro, did I leave my hat up there? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna come back by and get it. Okay. Like, but I don't get mad at that. Like, you paid me the money. I did the best I could do. You liked it. It's some people will take it as a sign of disrespect. I don't think it's a sign of disrespect unless they tripping and they like, bro, this is oh my god, what you do? And they throw a hat on. So how do you come up with a good system to apply to every haircut when you're a beginner? So the beginning system that was taught to me in barber school before I ever had a system, because as you know, if you don't have a system, you're just trying to get it to look right. And you're just working, right? You're just working. So the system that was taught to me is really the system kind of like what I teach on the video. So you got your, let's just say your masters, right? And if you don't got a master, what I did was I took my clippers and you got the range of the lever. So the lever all the way closed, I put a line there. Lever all the way, or yeah, closed or open, put a line at both ends, right? In the middle, directly in the middle, as much as I can see, I put another line there. So now I know I'm open, I'm closed, and I'm halfway. And then right in between those two, you know, in between the open and the halfway, I'll put a line in the middle of that, and vice versa on the other side. And so the system that I was taught in barber school was this: 1, 3, 5 are your guidelines, right? So if I close my clippers all the way up, that's 1. Open them all the way up, that's 5. Halfway, that's 3. So let's just say you're doing a bald fade without any trimmers and balding it out like that. You just close your clippers all the way up to a 0. We'll say you were doing a 0 fade. Close all the way. You set that first guideline in, your chili bowl line. That's your 1. So now you're gonna go. You can open them up all the way to 5 and make your next guideline like an inch up, or you can go to 3 and go halfway up over that. So half an inch. So 1, 3, 5. So let's just stick with that. Sorry. So close all the way is the 1. Then you go halfway, a half an inch up. So you make your next guideline, right? Can y'all see that? Your next guideline is at 3. And then your next guideline above that is going to be at 5. So open, halfway, close. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. Close, halfway, open. 1, 3, 5. So the 2 lines in between those two, your 2 and your 4, are what's going to take those lines out. So 1, 3, 5, quarter, quarter. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4 are your cleanup lines. You can do that, and let's just say it's a longer haircut. Now I put my 0 guard on, and I do the same thing again. 1, 3, 5, quarter. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. Put my 1 on. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. Next thing you know, you're done. So that's just a easy beginner system that you can stick with. Remember that. Close, halfway, open. The two lines in the middle are going to take that out. So hopefully that helps. I'm sorry if that was, I'm long-winded, y'all. I know I'm bad. Let's see. Sincere, find which system works best for you. Yeah, if you see something like, watch a lot of YouTube, man. You see something that looks good. Oh man, it's another channel, and I'm not a hater at all. Like I want y'all to be good. There's these two barbers, two brothers, Faded Culture. Oh my god. So I use the masters a lot, and if you guys are not masters people, you can still use the same system, but these guys have a very easy to follow system, Faded Culture, and their video, like they're more like cinematic barbering. So they got somebody that is they got a dedicated cameraman, so they're getting in there and you can see exactly what's going on. And their channel has exploded to already like 300,000 in a short amount of time, because what they're doing is really, really good work. So they're teaching exactly what to do, and their blends are great. So I watch, when I watch stuff like that, I still go to the shop and I'll try it out and have some success. But one thing I do want you guys to keep in mind is a lot of these people that you guys watch, you really don't know that all their haircuts are like an hour and a half. And so you get to trying these haircuts and you're like, okay, normally I cut hair in 30 minutes. Let me try this other system. And you look up and now you 45 minutes to an hour on one head, not knowing that, man, I just followed all the steps that these guys said. So keep that in mind, that everybody that you watching, you don't know exactly. Like I know a barber, every haircut is $100, but all his appointments are 2 hours long. So you will look at his work, you see his work, and it's amazing work, but the appointments are 2 hours long. You don't know that. You just saw the pictures, or you just saw the chopped up version on YouTube. Now it's a 15-minute haircut, but it took that person 2 hours long. So you guys got to make sure that, you know, you're paying attention to your time. And yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Faded Culture. Y'all check them out. If y'all, they don't know who I am, but I seen their videos and they're dope. And I feel like you guys could gain from what they're doing. They do a lot of, every now and then I see black customers, but the most of the time I see it's like Hispanic guys. And so that's a great thing to learn on. If you're black, learn how to do everybody else's hair. If you're white, learn how to do everybody else's hair. Like, master everything. That was my whole thing. Like, what I said was, now it's funny, when I first moved to Dallas in 2009 or whatever, I'm looking and it was different from being in the Northwest, because the Hispanic guys out there, they were still like they're just like worker guys. So they're not really, when I came to Dallas, I started seeing Hispanic guys with Jordans, Louis Vuittons, yeah, like all kind of stuff, like upscale, and fades and mohawks and shags and booties, like all these different haircuts. And I'm like, bro, the blends on their hair is so clean, because the contrast from that really light skin with that really dark hair, the fades just look amazing. So I used to be like, bro, I just want to go and sit in a Mexican barbershop and just watch and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be able to do that. And so it came to a point where I ended up in a shop where the owner was black and a few of the barbers were black, but there were like two really, really good Hispanic barbers there. And there was a lot of Hispanic people in the area. And so I was able to grow a lot in that shop and be able to see, like, man, this is how you do it, to now where I can cut anybody's hair. So I encourage people, man, learn everything, like everything. Because I don't know, like I wanted people to see a Hispanic dude or a white dude and be like, oh man, you got to go to my barber, or who cuts your hair? And you're like, oh, you know that black dude? And they be like, no, no black dude did your haircut. Like that's what I wanted to, people be like, bro, my barber's black, and be like bragging about it. That's what I wanted. And it's funny because the industry has changed so much now to where, like, the Hispanic dudes used to go to the salon or wherever mama go get her hair cut and get it trimmed up. Or the white boy too, like, or super cuts or something like that. But now we doing fades and blow dry styling and scissor work. You know, back then, cats wasn't doing all that stuff in the barbershop. Like when I first got to that shop, I would see guys that were trying to rock a longer hairstyle on top. They would get a fade at the barbershop and leave and go to the salon. And I'm like, bro, I just came here from Supercuts. I can do some scissor work, bro. Come here. I got you. And that's why I worked at Supercuts, because I knew I wanted to do it, but I had no idea that I was preparing myself for what the industry ended up turning into. And it made me like a high commodity in the shop because I was doing stuff in ways that these other guys were trying to imitate it, but they might not necessarily were been as good with their scissor work. Let's see. And this man, this 11:40. I promise you, I can do this all night. Y'all don't keep me on here. I got a whole wife to get. Oh man. Okay, so let's see where we at. I'm gonna read a few more. Let's see, after Carlos, where it says something about advanced barbers. Like, I'm not gonna answer anymore, guys. All right, let's see. I ain't got nothing to drink. All right. So where does system? Yeah. So I've been enjoying the series. When is the final part? Okay. So I got so thrown off by the holidays. I was working after hours and all that kind of stuff. So, which is no excuse. I really should have had it done. I promise you, Dwight, it will be done no later than this Saturday, but it will be done this week. So I'll be doing these little videos. They won't be as long as this, but I'll also get that video out to you, bro. Thank you for watching it. Last question. When should we expect the last clip from the balding series? I just answered that. No later than Saturday, but definitely this week. I think they use a wall system. Yeah, those guys use a wall system. So if you guys use any walls, if you use any gamma, if you use Fabulous, all of that stuff is the same guard system, all of that stuff. So you can watch Faded Culture and they're gonna give you a nice system for it. I think it's a pretty dope, easy to follow system. I did realize, like, I tried it and I liked how it came out, but I was like, okay, let me modify this because I feel like I could have did this step here instead of that, and I can save some time. So that's one way. Like, once you try a system, critique it, tweak it a little bit and see how you can make it better or make it work for you, how you cut. My haircuts average is about an hour and I feel that slow. Dwight, it depends on what you're doing. If it's just a basic haircut, my basic haircuts for me is 30 minutes. So that's a ball fade, taper fade, maybe like a wavelength. But if I'm doing anything with scissors on top, I allow additional 15 minutes just for trimming the top and blow dry styling. So like a comb over is going to be 45 minutes. But I think you can definitely get that time down. What do I suggest? Some ways that I got mine: set an alarm, man, and even break your haircuts down in sections. So let's just say it's a taper fade. I feel like it should not take you longer than 30 minutes to do a taper fade. 5 minutes to cut the top down, right? 5 minutes, maybe 10 if you want. And now I'm gonna taper the sides. Let's just say I'm doing a low taper. I'm gonna shoot for 5 here, 5 here. Now we're at 20 minutes. I'm gonna taper the back out, try to bang that out in 5 minutes. 5 minutes to edge up. Or you just say, let me knock it all down in 5 minutes. Taper 5, 5, 5. And that'll leave me 10 minutes to do an edge up because I want to slow down and make sure that it's crispy. So you want to break your haircuts down into sections and see how that works for you. Set your alarm if you know it takes you an hour. And also, one thing that you'll notice, because if it's taking you an hour and you're not talking, then yeah, you just need to speed it up a little bit. But if it's taking you an hour because I'm having a great conversation or I'm chopping it up with the barber, and I realize every time I talk, I step back when it's my turn to talk and I'm just holding my clippers, well, then that means I need to stop talking as much. And I guarantee the customer would enjoy if you did as well. So you focus on your work and you be intentional about the time that you put in, you can definitely get faster. I came out of barber school, was no less than an hour. When I got into that shop that I was at for 6.5 years, I was an hour guy. But when I left barber school and I went to Supercuts, I was fast. They took my time down a lot, but I left there and went into a different shop And I realized like the other people were looking at me because I was so much faster. I do a couple haircuts to their one. Sometimes I'm almost done with my third haircut and they're done. They're only on one. So like they just had kind of issues with how I worked. One of the guys, I asked him if I could watch him work and he allowed me to, but then he told the shop owner like, hey man, I don't know why this guy's trying to watch me. I feel like he's trying to take my customer or something. And I was like, bro, what is that? So, but I just left it alone. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just not going to watch him. I was trying to get better. My goal was to be the best in the world. Now I know that nobody's the best, but I can become the best that I can be. And that's how I did it. Uptown the barber says boss you. I don't know if that's bossio or boss. I don't know what that means. Last question from me. I got you. I struggle fading smoothly into bulk on afro hair. Pros with tapers, yeah. And I'm black. I would venture out to say, ARA, that you are not alone. Not alone. The majority of people I see, even these barbers that are fantastic faders and straight hair barbers, when I see them do froze and burst fades and all that stuff, it don't look good. It don't look as good as they do on straight hair. I'm sorry. So if you go back and you watch my video, it says like, don't cut another black person until you watch this or whatever it's called. I give a simple system to where, if you think about it, you struggle with longer hair. So you got a fro or something. And it's hard trying to go from a bald to blend that in to that bulk, right? So what I do is I'll take a number 2 with the grain. And let's just say I'm doing a taper fade. I'll go in with the number 2. You'll see it on the video. I do a drop fade, but you start to knock out some of that bulk, right? With the grain first. Because a lot of people will just chase that line up, chase it up. Now it don't look blended. You got a nice fade under here, but it doesn't blend, or as you asked, the transition. So what you need to work on is your transition. By cutting with that number 2 and debulking that area down some, now you're setting up your transition. So I call it, you know, you have your established length on top, you have the fade, and you have the blend. That's what I call the blend. So when you say transition, I say blend. I say, man, that's faded. Your fade is icy, but it ain't blended, bro. So what you're talking about is trying to blend it. So what you want to do is make sure that you go in with the number 2. Sometimes I might cut it down with a number 1 open and kind of like bulk it down. I'm fading down with the grain, and then when I fade up, now all I'm doing is fading into that number 2. I'm not going to go any higher than that. So how easy is it to fade into a number 2 than to fade into a fro? We can all do it. Well, I won't say we can all do it, but it's far more easier. It's much more easier to do it and fade into a number 2 or a number 1 than it is to fade into a fro. I do that for mohawks, tapers, whatever it is where they have some longer length. I'm going to knock that down with the grain first. So go back and watch that video and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. I even show examples in the video of bad haircuts and a really good haircut that's not even my work. I just went online and showed you, you know, this guy just has no transition. He is faded underneath, but it's no transition. So from afar, it's going to look like where that weight line is, and the blend is not going to look, it's going to look like a chili bowl. Okay. All right. We getting down to the last few, guys. Okay. Carlos, I say clipper over comb and use bigger guards. You can always take out more. Yeah, that's true. And I see a lot of people do that, but that clipper over comb just really don't look that great on black hair. I'm sorry. Like it doesn't always look that good. And so that's why I really try to show, you know, more black people on my channel, because you can go to anybody's channel and see a lot of straight haircuts, but there's not many people that I like on YouTube that are doing like black hair really well. So I want you guys to be well-rounded. That's why I'll recommend go see a Bazio, go see, you know, go see a lot of different people cut a lot of different hair, and you'll start to see like, oh, I like this, I don't like this. And be picky about it. Like, be picky about who you watch. Focus on the fading. Let's see. What's harder to perfect, shears or fading? I guess fading would take a little longer to grasp the concept. Like scissor work is not hard at all. Anything is hard that you don't know how to do. It's only hard because you don't know how to do it. So you just need somebody to simplify the technique for you and you can do it. And that's why I like my channel, because I feel like I can simplify it, you know. Let's see. I'm more advanced barbers still try to learn more about shear work. Yeah, like it's nothing wrong with learning shear work. Like there was a point in time where, who's the guy? Capito Bless Hands will tell you, bro, you want me to do a scissor work and blow dry style? Bro, you're gonna kill me all day. But I can fade and throw in enhancements and give you a nice blurry fade. But he's not one of the barbers that does a lot of scissor work. And he's a well over 6-figure earner, you know, but that's just not, and you guys don't have to learn it. So that's the thing about our craft. You can decide to cut whoever you want, but I just personally want to be able to cut everybody. I love talking to everybody. So I can come in and have a great conversation with an old white guy, with an old Mexican guy, old black guy, a young, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever, I can do it all. I don't really do many women, but I specialize in men's grooming and counseling. Like I love to counsel from behind the chair or to be counseled. Like you guys have to understand, like people are trusting you with information that they sometimes don't want to tell their closest friends. Like a guy just told me something the other day. He said, bro, I never told anybody this. And then I had a customer who I was cutting his hair for a few years. He moved last year to Houston. I need to call him, just check on him. He was like, bro, you the highlight of my week. He comes every single week to get a haircut. It's like, bro, you're the highlight of my week. I'm like, bro, that hit me like hard, because I'm like, bro, you got a wife, you got children, you got a great job, but you consider coming to talk to me and get a good haircut as the highlight. Like that meant a lot to hear that from me. Like that, I will never forget that. Eddie says the same thing about supercuts. Who is Eddie? I don't know who Eddie is, but yeah, supercuts, bro. I did it because people weren't teaching what you guys get now. There wasn't YouTube videos showing you how to do a fade and scissor work at the same time. So I was like, I want to know how to do it all. The white says, I'm from Jamaica, so mostly black hair, no scissors. So I definitely need to work on that time for real. Yeah, man. That's, if I know you, you probably chopping it up, man. All my Jamaican partners, my Bahamian partners, y'all boys can go. Y'all like to have a good time, chop it up, and yeah, I know you in that mug talking. That's why it take you an hour for every cut. You cut a little bit of the talking down and focus not so much on the room and focus more on the conversation with your client, and even keep that, you know, a little limited, then you're gonna knock a lot of time down just on that. And then the rest, you know, you bring your timer and you focus on focus on the time aspect, and I think you'll be good. What you do reacting to subscribers haircuts videos? I definitely wouldn't mind, man. I actually put that idea out there maybe like a year ago, and I called it, my name is Chris, so I was gonna call it Cut Critics, and with the, you know, critics with CHRI. So I definitely wouldn't mind. Like I get a lot of people who send me um pictures and videos on Instagram a lot. So until I start that, if you want to send me some stuff to Instagram, like I'll look at it and I'll tell you, like I'll screenshot, circum some stuff, like, okay, do you see this and this? And or I'll even ask, like sometimes I'll ask, like, okay, what do you see wrong? What could you have done? So that's one of the things for me in barber school. This is what I did. I took the person who I felt was the best in the school. Anytime I finished a haircut, we had built a rapport to where anytime I finished a haircut, I'm like, okay, what do you see wrong? Come here. When you get a set, come here, look at this haircut. What do you see wrong? So what I was doing is, because I thought I was done, I don't see nothing, right? I can't see nothing else. I like this haircut. I'm done. So now I need your eyes to come view what I don't see, because I know you're better than me. And it takes a little humility to do this. bro, just do it. So if you in the shop, get that whoever the best person, if they're willing, and you say, okay, what do you see? And so they would look. I mean, he would look right, and he'd point out things. Okay, this all I see is this, this, and this. Fix those, you good. Do that mean that he saw everything? No, he saw everything he's capable of seeing, because if it's somebody that's better than him, they'd be able to see what he didn't tell me to fix, right? And so what I do is I'd fix all those things. Hey, can you come check again? Bam, you good. You all right? So I did that so many times till it was like, okay, he usually points out this and he points out that. Let me fix them now. So now my eyes are open because I'm looking to look through his eyes. I'm not looking at my work as this is my work, I love it. I'm looking through at my work critically through the eyes of someone else. And so with doing that, it taught me to be hypercritical about my own work. Don't fall in love with your work if you want to perfect your craft. So that means I had to step back and act like, because you guys know, you might see somebody who thinks they're good in your shop and you see every flaw in their haircut. You know, you like, they walking, customer walking out, you looking like, hey, that fool don't see that. But you can have the same flaw in your haircut and you don't even see it. And so a lot of the time it is because we get so close, you know. But if you just step back, okay, sometimes I'll look away and I'll come and I'll say, okay, what do I see? This is not my haircut. What do I see? Even though it's my haircut. And so doing that, it taught me to spin this chair and really look at my work objectively. And now I'll begin to see things in a way where I never saw before. And that's what my guy Shannon S. Craft Blends, he refers to that as training your eye, having the eye. And that's what I was doing. I used that guy's eye to develop my eye to the point where it got to the point where I'd call him over and he could no longer see anything. And that made me feel good. Like, bro, he's like, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. But I knew in my mind, I was like, okay, that means if I can see something that he didn't catch, my eye is better than his and I'll be better than him, you know? And so that's what I was doing. Like, I'm looking at my work like, okay, let me get that right there. Spin it slow. Look. All right, right there. And that's how you come out with some really good haircuts. And then it depends on the time too. Every customer don't care like that. That's one thing I want you guys to know. Not every customer cares. They just want a haircut. Everybody don't want to be in your chair for an hour with steam and a massager on their face and laid back, because really all I had was a 30-minute break and I was trying to slide up in there, or I had an hour lunch. I wanted to slide up in the shop, get cut up in 30 minutes, head out, grab a snack, and now I'm back to work. And now I ain't got to worry about it when I get off. I can go straight home. But somebody on social media has told us that everybody needs to be laid back in a chair with hot towel and face black mask and all this stuff. We are, at the end of the day, we are a service-based industry. We are customer service. How would you like it if you walked in a restaurant and they told you what you're going to eat and you already knew what you wanted? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you want when you came in here. And I asked you, I said, give me a medium well steak. And you gave me rare because you think it's the best. I asked you for a drop fade and you gave me a taper because this is your best thing that you good at. Like, we're customer service. So we have to remember that. Greeting people when they come into the shop, bro, what is that? That's nothing. Because if you walked into a restaurant and nobody said nothing to you, you're like, bro, I'm not giving these people my money. So if nobody else in the shop speak, hey, how y'all doing, man? Welcome in, bro. We gotta wait. You could sign in right there, because now they already looking at you and they trying to figure out what's going on with the rest of these guys. He's cool. I'll go ahead and, how many you got? Oh, you can get me next? Okay, we'll wait on you then. Okay, cool. And bam, just like that, you got a customer to sit in your chair simply because you greeted them and nobody else would. Or they're used to nobody, you know, they're used to coming in that same shop and nobody saying a thing. So those are just some little things I wanted to give you guys. Eddie is from YouTube Barber Academy. Oh, I seen that guy. I haven't watched a lot of his videos. I seen he was subscribed to me, and so I checked out some of his videos. I think I subscribed after that. I hit you up. Yeah, definitely hit me up, bro. Top 5 barbers on YouTube. You got to start with Jeezy. He's the biggest. You got to go Bazio, man, educator of the year. You got to go Beam, man. You cannot beat Beam's consistency. You cannot beat Beam's um his vernacular. You cannot beat Beam's vibe, bro. Like Beam is a whole vibe. That's my boy, bro. Let's see. That's 3. Who else? I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of people anymore. Who did I say earlier? Faded Culture. I love what they're doing. 2 barbers. You get 2 barbers on one channel, guys. Faded Culture is 2 brothers that both cut hair, bro. They both cut and they're both fire. So they put out more content than most people when it comes to tutorials because it's 2 people and they got somebody recording and I'm sure that person is editing. So they don't got a lot of work to do. For me, I got to chop all this stuff up and then I'll be adding all this extra stuff. So it take me a little bit longer. But if it was 2 of me, you know what I'm saying? That'd be fire. Who's the 4th, 5th? If y'all want to put me in there, I'll take that. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me the 5th person. I can't think of anybody right now. I'm actually an engineering student cutting when people come. Okay. Dope. Get Beam is an engineer, bro. That boy is an engineer, Dwight. So you look at that cordless compressor, the Beam Team Cordless XL. Beam drew that compressor out on a napkin, bro, while they at dinner. And then he helped design it because he's an engineer. Let's see. I think that's something that contributes to yeah, man. Like it's hard to talk and cut for me. I know when I'm running my mouth, I'm gonna slow down. That's why I've been sitting here for so long because I get to talking and I won't stop. How often do you go live? This is my first live video probably this year, if not second. So I'm gonna start doing it more sincere because I can see you guys have a lot of questions. Oh yeah, AAC Game Changer. My bad. Oh, disrespect Game Changer. That boy, he's very educational. When we were talking about that loose skin on the head earlier, that boy hit the definition of it. He yeah, he had the technical name for it. I was like, oh shoot, that boy hit that mug, and his cuts is black hair, fading ability. Game Changer is probably the best on YouTube to me. When I look at his ability to fade black hair, his blends is some of the best that I've seen on YouTube. So I gotta give mad props to Game Changer. Fire. Yeah, Sean cuts hair. That's my boy, bro. Sean is good. He's good. He's great at what he does too. You want to learn how to do some what's them joints called? Crop tops. Like he's killing those crop tops and designs. Hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, I'm gonna check my phone right when I get off of here. Go downstairs and lay up with the wife if she ain't sleep. Y'all probably already got my wife asleep. She been going to the gym at 5 in the morning. All right, this live is fire. Thank you, bro. I'll be doing more of these. I promise you guys. I don't know how often. Maybe once a week. Maybe twice a month. I don't know. So whatever you guys are thinking, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Shannon, bro, I'm tripping. Shannon is fire. Shannon is another one of those guys that can do everything. You want a black guy? You want a crop top? What you want? Enhancements? Bam, got it. So yeah, those are my top barbers right there, man. But with that being said, let's see. Last one, Adam. I said last one like 20 minutes ago. I graduated Barber School in a month. That's just the beginning of my journey. Bro, you don't even know how true that is. Like, that is so just the beginning. So, man, continue, bro. Continue to grind. Get it in, bro, because you got a lot of money coming. I love y'all new young barbers. I'm going to be opening up a shop out here in my area, and that's what I'm going after. I'm going to take guys who are just in barber school making little to no money, and I'm going to be like, bro, I guarantee you at least $600 a week starting off, and we're going to get to it, and we're going to build you up. And the stuff y'all see on my YouTube videos, I'm going to do hands-on classes maybe twice a month and on Sundays or something, and I'm going to just get everybody trained up so that the whole shop can be fire. Barber owners, for some reason, they be scared that the guys next to them is going to learn more and leave. Bro, if you learn so much that I taught you and you good enough to go, I see you, bro. I'm gonna help you get on your way and let you be able to go and do your thing. Like, I don't want to hold nobody back. So I know that my shop eventually it's gonna be people moving in and out, but the best, a lot of people will stick around. And so I'm not tripping, bro. I'm gonna teach my barbers everything. Oh, Dre Clipper Hands is fire. I don't know how. Hey, matter of fact, let me stop right here. Y'all asking me about my top barbers on YouTube. I'm gonna give y'all my favorite young barber, the young goat. Yeah, my boy right here. Y'all see Wavy Kid Kev? If y'all not following my guy, I think he just graduated high school. For y'all young barbers, young aspiring barbers, I think he either just graduated or he's graduating this year. My guy, Wavy Kid Kev, is hands down the best young barber on YouTube, bro. That dude, he has sat back and studied the game, and he's applying what these guys are doing and making it his own thing, man. All I can say is it's the wave. It's the wave. My boy Wavy Kid Kev, man. What's going on, bro? If y'all not following him, please go and subscribe. And y'all gonna see the journey. Right now, I think he's still in the house cutting. I don't know if he's in the shop yet, but eventually he's gonna transition and go and go. And so for y'all that are pretty much a few months behind him, I don't even think he the fourth kin. The fourth kin is fire too. The fourth kin is fire too. Those are my top two young barbers on YouTube. The fourth kin and Wavy Kid Kev. But look, if y'all want to see what the journey looks like from a good barber, when I told y'all earlier that a lot of barbers can't cut black hair, this young man knows how to do it. His blends are good. He's not going to just show you how to fade. He's going to show you how to transition and blend. So follow my boy. He's growing, man. Like, I'm over here about to tear up, man. That's my boy right there. But nah, man, I love to see people doing well. So even if it was one of y'all, man, I promise you, I'll shout y'all out the same way. Like, his videos is dope. Transitions is dope. Like, just looking at him grow, bro, like, quickly. He dropped a video, used my title the other day, and I checked, that mug said 55,000 views already. My customer sent me, hey, Kel, my customer was like, this dude stole your title. I'm like, nah, bro, he hit me up and asked and everything, bro. Yeah, Kev is a monster, man. So, yeah. The barbershop is going to be fire, AAC, bro. I'm gonna have them boys. I'm gonna have them right, bro. You never seen a shop where everybody in that mug can go. And then we take that now we start, we basically gonna build the super cuts. That boy is 64K now. We gonna build a super cuts of fades, like with actual barbers. It's not gonna be cosmetologists trying to give you a little blend. No, it's gonna be barbers that's doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you're gonna get a lot of hate, bro. If you looked at my comments for my video, my Kevin Durant one, bro, it was a lot of people going crazy on me. And they didn't even understand what you're saying by that title. So they think you're making fun of Kevin Durant, or they're like, bro, who would ask for Kevin Durant's haircut? Bro, we're not talking about Kevin Durant's haircut. We're talking about Kevin Durant's hair texture. 4C, extra curly hair that even when you comb it out, it's going to roll back up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, people just don't understand. But I like that they don't understand, because you look at it like this, Kev. All those people that's got the title wrong, like when World Star Hip Hop posted my video, there was like, this barber's finessing how to cut Kevin Durant's hair. And so, like, people not really understanding what I was saying was a plus, because they thought I was making fun of Kevin Durant. So now they want to watch it. Now that they're watching it, they're like, oh man, this cut is fire. So now I'm at almost 700,000 views on that joint. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that went viral. That was crazy, bro. But man, look, I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me for, man, it must have been 2 hours we've been on here. If you do classes, if I do, oh, you would like to take it. Yeah, man, where are you, AAC? I think you said you're out here, right? I think you said you're in Dallas. If I'm not mistaken, I know it was one of my subscribers I be chopping it up with said they was out in the Dallas area, DFW. But yeah, definitely, man. Like, when I start doing classes, I'll have all that stuff posted. Right now, I'm just trying to build up the name, build up the subscribers, so that people understand, like, this guy has something to bring. Because sadly, we're attracted to numbers. So if we don't see the numbers to support what I'm saying, I can tell you that I can help you make $100,000, but you're gonna want to see, okay, well, where'd you make it at? Show me how you made it. Now I believe you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a show me thing. So I'm just trying to build up the subscriber count, and then people will see the value, and they'll be like, man, can you come teach a class? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I just been waiting on y'all to invite me, you know. Shout out to Wavy Kid Kev once again, bro. My boy got flown out to like New York or something like that, bro. That's my dog, man. That boy, he eating, man. That boy got flew out, bro. I just got flew out to LA this year, and I've been in the game a long time. My boy just got here. He already getting flown out. So, yeah, shout out to that, man. But if you ever come to Dallas, man, come through. Come through. Thanks for the motivation. No problem, Adam. I'm glad I could help, guys. So I love y'all. It's late. I'm gonna see if my wife's still up. We can talk about something. Yeah, but y'all have a great night, man. And I'll see y'all later. Peace. God bless. Oh, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I will see y'all tomorrow. That's what it is. Vlogmas. So I'll have some sort of content. Wavy Kid Kev. The challenge is Vlogmas, bro. It's Vlogmas. That is, we gonna vlog or do some sort of vlogging. Go live. Some sort of content every day up until Christmas. So I don't know. You probably didn't do it today. I don't see a lot of YouTube barbers doing it, but I'll challenge you to do it, bro. So go ahead and let's get some content out every day. Even if it is a tutorial, it's gonna get you to work faster. So I did it last year and it had me editing quick, but now I'm on a whole new software. So I'm back to slow motion. But all right, I love y'all, man. Yeah, Kwame, I feel like a proud papa when I see my boy out there, man. I ain't pops, but you know, I could be proud, bro. I'm proud of anybody that's doing great. So Vlogmas, yeah, look up Vlogmas on YouTube, and you'll see how people do it. So you vlogging or some sort of content every single day. You a day short, but ain't nothing wrong with starting tomorrow, and you're gonna put out something every day for the rest of the all the way to Christmas. Some people do the full month of December, but last year I stopped on Christmas, put out a little 3-minute video. It ain't got to be something long, whatever you want to say, man. It's just good practice, and it's good. Like, it's got me on here doing a live when I never go live, but this was a great experience, bro. Like, so many people got on and we chopped it up, man, about a little bit of everything from Call of Duty to Barber College. So yeah, but all right, man, I love y'all. Have a great night. Peace. And now I don't know how to end my live. All right.